Hello guys and welcome back to this oh so amazing channel. My name is Adam Hayward and we have my wonderful dog Polly, who is currently lying on the floor. She'll be running around these videos as usual. So yeah, she's going to add her little bit of input later on when she gets hungry or whatever, or fed up with just lying on the floor there. So on with today's video. I'm actually making this because we have just hit 30, but I say just. My cousin actually pointed this out to me yesterday. I've got no idea how long we've been on that for, but we are at 35 subscribers, which I've been trying to hit for a little while now, because it's just been bouncing around somewhere between like 32 and 34. It's just been bouncing around there. It's been a bit of a pain. So I am now going to be a little bit more dedicated, making videos a bit more often and trying to edit them to go, I don't know, I'm going to try and make videos more frequently so that you guys stay tuned to this channel and watch more of my stuff. To keep track of that today, I've noticed that I actually said that I was going to do haunted stuff, and I've been saying that for a little while, saying that I'm going to be playing around with a few bits, and I've not really done that much at all. So I've done like little bits here and there saying about this trip to LA, and saying that I'm going to go to the Queen Mary, and I'm not sure what other places I've said, so I'm going to keep quiet about those. But yeah, I am actually going to start a bit of a paranormal God, try and get your tongue inside of your mouth, Adam. Or try and get your tongue around the words. That's the one. That's the sentence. Get your tongue around the words. You okay, Paul? You good? You okay with me saying that? Yeah? You're just getting fed up with the fact that I'm getting all jumbled up with my words here, aren't you? Yeah. It's okay, all the other viewers feel the same. So, yeah. What I've been up to recently is taking a look at the various places around the UK that I can go to go and do haunted things at, and mainly around where I am here, so see what where I can go. Yeah, just taking a look at my options, I think, more than anything, because here in Dorset we got quite a few. If I go over to Portland, there's absolutely loads of stuff from World War II, and that's going to be something I really want to take a look at some point, so I'm going to definitely head over to Portland. I'm not sure how far, well, I'm not sure how difficult it's going to be for me to get there, or how long, how expensive, or anything like that, but I'm going to go there. I'm going to go there. That is going to happen, yeah. One thing I heard is, I've been to this particular museum loads of times, but there's a tank museum called Bovington down here, and it's like I say, I've been there quite a few times, but it's said that it is haunted by, it's not haunted by the tanks, it's where all the tanks in there have history, they've been to wars and everything. There are ghosts attached to the tanks, and so they said that you can see people and hear gunfire, and I think they said that there were a couple of times that they found where you can hear people laughing where they're playing like a game of cards or something. So there are some absolutely amazing stories based around that place. I might see if I can stay overnight there, sort of give them a call or something. That would be really fun to do with a couple of friends, I think. Or maybe even get a tour around after hours with them, so they can go through things that they've actually seen. Which, I don't know, I think that would be something to look into, definitely. I don't know what the chances are of that happening though. Aside from that, we've got, well, a place that loads of you have probably heard of. We got the Tower of London, where people were executed in, like, I don't know, sort of way, I don't know when the last person was executed in there. I'm sure that there's some... Did that pick up on camera? I'd be really interested to see if that picked up on camera. That was an airplane. It was... yeah, it was kind of low compared to the ones we normally get. Yeah, so we've got loads of haunted places around here, not to mention the fact that I still have the option of using a Ouija board. I can try and coax Nick into a false sense of just sort of going for a stroll or something. I don't think he'd fall for it though, so I'm gonna at least try to say about making a video or something once he's finished college, because he's got a few deadlines at the moment, and it's actually, I've got quite a few friends where they got deadlines. So I ended up seeing one of my friends posting saying about how it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, the deadlines are getting nearer and everything, then it's 4 o'clock in the morning. He was saying that the walls seem to be getting closer, and then it's like something about voices as well, about like half an hour on from there. Yeah, he's slowly going insane with the amount of work that he's got to deal with. And I suppose it's like I'm busy too with some of this. It's like actually working in that where I've not gone to university. It's just not one of the things that, I don't know, I felt that I didn't really need to just yet, or I needed to take a break. So yeah, definitely something that I'm doing at the moment is I'm obviously doing a full-time job with the company I'm at. Yeah, so with going to Queen Mary, some of the stories based around that are that oh no. Yeah, I'm just getting confused with a couple of places that I've been looking at online. So the Queen Mary has like this really, really haunted room that they've completely blocked off. They've taken the sign off of the doors. Yeah, they've taken the signs off the doors. They've gotten rid of the numbers for this room so that people do not go in there at all. And they've completely sort of scratched it from the records almost. I say almost because people know about this room. And for those of you that don't know, this particular room is called room 340 or 340. The reason that it's been completely blocked off is because there have been 3 people that have taken their own lives while staying in that room. It is haunted for that very reason. It's unfortunately, of course. But yes, they opened it up a little while ago and people got to go in there, and it's like they had loads of haunted stuff, sort of ritual things. I think they had a Ouija board, I'm not sure. They had sort of candles and glass ball and everything. They had rules for haunted games written on the inside of the written on the walls and stuff. So they had things like how to play Bloody Mary properly, and I suppose that is like the game to play on that ship. It just has to be, right? So I'm gonna see about it. I'm obviously going over there with a couple of friends, and I've got payday tomorrow, so I'm going to take a look at the pricings for getting a room in Queen Mary. You know, it's like I could always go for a tour and then like record the tour, and as they go around saying about, oh yeah, this is where such and such happened, and from time to time they'll see this happening. But they've literally gone and said that the tours are during the daytime, and they have willingly admitted that not a lot happens in the day, so it's because the ghosts and that do come out at night. Kind of understandable, but at the same time it makes you think that they may be pulling your leg a bit, trying to get you to stay in a room so that they can mess around a bit. But then yeah, so there's quite a few haunted places in LA that I can go to, but that's the main one that I want to go to because it is one of the top it's one of the most haunted places in the world. I mean, I'm yet to see it for myself, but I think they've had sort of like groups. I'm not sure if it's Most Haunted or something like that. They've had people, sort of TV shows and that go over and they've had people say about how haunted it is, and so they've gone and had people go and debunk this whole thing, and not debunk it, but it's like they've had people go over there and see about it, and it is still known as one of the most haunted places in the world. So I am very curious to go over, check it all out, and there's the plane again. It's going back that way. Slightly higher this time, so I think it was just going into a nearby airport. Just flying low. Yeah, I'm going over there to check for myself to see whether or not this place is in fact haunted. So you get people saying about all sorts really about this place, about experiences they've had. It's personally, I've seen videos where doors go and open and sounds and all sorts really. But then I also know that they have certain rooms that are closed off, and I'm not sure if you're allowed to record there, but I know that people have gone and recorded like in the halls and there. It's like, as long as you're respectful of other people, I think is the general gist of it. Which I intend on being. So it's like if there are other people, I'll either turn off the camera or point it towards the floor, as I have done out in the forest here, as some of you may know. If you don't know, then go and watch some of my earlier videos. It's I suppose another thing that my cousin pointed out to me when he was saying about the fact that we have 35 people watching this right now, is the fact that one of my videos, and actually I think it was one of the earlier videos before I did this revamp, now has 13, what was it? Yeah, it's 13,000 views and 13k, and he was really quite shocked by that. But like I say, it's one of the older videos. But even so, I've gone and left all that stuff on there with myself and Oliver, quite simply because it represents the fact that we all have a past. Whether or not we like that past, whether or not we want to be associated with things that we have done. It's personally with all that really terrible gaming stuff, where the very first video I made was quite literally me trying, that's the only word I'm going to associate with this, trying to record myself playing a game on a PS3 with Oliver. That game naturally was Minecraft, and God, I don't know how many views that's got now. I'm going to have to check that later. Actually, no, I'm going to check that right now. I'm going to see how many views my oldest video has. Ah! No. Don't do that. Videos. Come on, further down. So part of the revamp from where that was 3 years, 2 years, 1 year. Oh, no, I think I'm gonna start from, so the revamp I suppose was that one, which has 23 views, so that's not doing too bad. And the oldest video has 30 views. That being said, I did retro review where I did a PlayStation 2 game of Colin McRae, and that has 120. I think that's doing pretty well for itself. That was the second video I made, and I'm quite proud of that. I'm happy the fact that the video I did on my own has 120 views from, we're not going to go as how many years ago that was, but then again, I've not really gone anywhere with this. We want to try and get to 1,000 1,000 subscribers. The only reason I'm going to say that is because that's obviously the place that everyone aims to get to. But it's like I get to talk about things that I do like. I can find out what other people like from it, in a sense that people watch what they want to, what they're interested in. People watch what they're interested in. That's the way the world goes. There's no point watching something you're not interested in unless you're kind of interested in finding out what it's about, I think. Yeah. Downside of being in the main flight path. So you can't really hear this too much in my room, but where I'm in like what was the back of the garage, it's just like this I kind of want to say thin roof, thin roof, but it's not really. I mean, it's like I've got like a giant window there, which I've actually gone and closed the blinds with. It's pretty much the entire wall is a window. I say the entire wall is a window. It's a patio door, Adam. It's a door. It's not a window. It's a, you know what I mean. It's a glazed door. So yeah, that's why it's pretty light and everything. But I'm kind of using this as opposed to being upstairs in my little corner, because look at all this room I have over here. But at the same time, it's like I tried using it. I did something similar. Like I used my my other camera, my action camera, as I said before, and it's like you could see all the way here, and then to the other side of the room. And you could see the window and everything, and that's why in my other videos I am sat at this desk, which you can actually see right here, that one, all the way back there, and yeah, I was sat there with the camera on there pointing towards the frog, which is over in that corner. But yeah, it's a pretty empty room at the time, for the time being, although that's going to change, because I might just take this up as being my recording room, because no one really uses this. It can be like my recording corner and then everyone else's stuff. But then again, I kind of have to be respectful. I can't just put any old crap up on the wall behind me, because this is a bed that people sleep on. Sofa bed that people sleep on. So there are like family and friends of family that do come and sleep in this room. Okay, that sounded strange. What time is it? Okay, so Alexa just spoke. Actually, I think I've spoken about this. Our Echo, I'm going to say that because I don't want to use the trigger word, will just set off on its own and do things that are, we don't say anything and it will just do things. It is one of the weirdest things. I mean, Luke, my brother, has seen things like it has. Actually, no, this is one that I was, I'd left for work and everyone else was downstairs in the conservatory, and no one else knew, no one actually said anything like it's what I'm just talking about now, and the Echo just started up on its own and went through the alphabet, which was, I think that's one of the creepiest things I've heard about this one doing so far. I mean, there was that thing where people ended up buying the dollhouse worth about £3,000, and that story went viral and affected loads of other people in the same area. Which is like one of the reasons that I've actually gone and turned off the ability to buy things, because can you imagine if that thing just started buying things on its own without anyone talking? I mean, chances are we've gone through like various options, including the fact that this house might be haunted, as to something is talking to the Echo, but not us. So I might even have to use my Ouija board, which is upstairs in the room. Sorry, Mum. And sort of use it in the house to find out if there is something here. I might have to wait until my parents leave, or like when I got a friend round, like games night or something, while my parents are out. Yeah, so it might be a while before that one happens, because you know me, Ghostbuster Adam, and I keep moving the camera. I think I've done that a few times this video. I've been rambling on about various crap, but the general idea is the fact that we have hit 35 people. Thank you. If you aren't subscribed, do subscribe. What are you doing right now? I think it's, no, that side. Go down there, press that button over there, yeah, press that one. Press that button and follow post notifications. I do post on things like Facebook and Twitter to make sure that you guys do know when I am uploading absolutely anything, like on Himalaya, mostly on YouTube, which, come on guys, you're already watching me on YouTube, you know where that one is. Which Himalaya is something I kind of need to get back into, really. So I got it started and then just went, no. So yeah, I do need to get back into that. But thank you ever so much for for following this channel. And please tell your friends about this when I am going to be doing a hell of a lot more haunted stuff. That's a fact. I mean, it is such a niche market at the moment on YouTube where not many people are doing it. I mean, doing it properly anyway. I very rarely cut my videos, which means that it's going to be better for you, I think. In the sense, it's like if I do haunted stuff, I'm just not going to cut the video at all so that you get the full experience. This haunted stuff is the very reason I have this camera, because I know for a fact that there are YouTubers out there that do exactly this, do exactly what I'm doing with this camera, and they're not the people that I follow necessarily, but I've watched some of their stuff, and they can go out and completely have no luck whatsoever, not experience anything, not feel anything, and then check the footage over, and there have been orbs, there have been ghosts actually talking to the camera and everything. So I'm just going to go with that thing absolutely everywhere. I mean, I've been walking to and from work just in case something happens. That's kind of exciting. Speaking of which, I actually forgot my camera going into I was going into a village near where one of my friends lives, and I just completely forgot to bring my camera. So come on, where is it? Device board. Where are you? There we are. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Yeah, you can kind of see that. Focus on there. Focus on the camera. No, come on. There. So it's completely burnt out van and everything, and yeah, it turned out that, I don't know, it's like that van had actually been parked there for some time beforehand, but you know, so I ended up missing. I could have recorded that. It's like loads of stuff that I could say about that. I might yet make a video where I talk more about potential things that could have happened to that van, but it's everyone that I've spoken to about it has come up with the suggestion that it might be arson. Obviously there's no proof as yet, and I don't think there's been anything from local police or whatever, but I just saw it, took a photo of it as I walked past, you know, just as you do, kind of, so absolutely, yeah, so it's like I was just looking at all sorts, really. I suppose it's time for me to actually wrap up, so if you aren't subscribed, subscribe, as you should have done already earlier when I told you to. Do as I say. Then go and follow me on everything else that I have. Check back on some of my older stuff, you might find that you like it. I do walks with Polly. I actually lost Polly at one point and had to play a bit of a game of hide and seek with her. That was always fun. She's actually turned 15 now. Can't believe it, but yeah, she's a really old girl. You wouldn't believe it. You really just wouldn't. There are so many people that still think she's a puppy, and she's freaking 15. So yeah. On that kind of happy note, with not so puppy Polly having left the room, I will catch you guys next time in a later video. It is now like what? Less than, no, it is today is the 8th of May, which means that it is exactly 1 month until I am catching, well, until my journey begins to actually get to LA. So I have 4 weeks to actually get decent content up and running, or like a few videos up and going. So it's like I actually made my last video yesterday. So, no, not yesterday, day before. Oh, I just caught my funny bone. No, I didn't. So it's, what is it called? Like a reflex point. So it's like if you were to hit there and then, but it's like just below the knee. That's where I hit. That's what I hit with everything. Yeah, you guys know what I mean. Reflex point. That's what I meant. Anyway, so go and subscribe. Follow me on everything else. Thank you guys for watching. Watch some of my old stuff. I have gone through this twice already. I'm just going to end it. See you guys next time. Bye.